Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're talking about Logan Paul's doxing drama. Yeah, that's a thing now. Yippee. Let's just get right into it.
According to ex-users, various retail stores have recalled Lunchly products due to FDA's concerns. The sign in the tweet reads, due to public health concerns, the FDA has recalled Lunchly products. We will restock as soon as deemed fit for consumption and ship through our warehouses. But that's so weird because FDA recalls are public by law. And as you can see, Lunchly is not on the FDA recall list.
This is probably one of the few actual true statements. Yes, there is no Lunchly of any sorts on the FDA list, so one of the few things that are true. Yay, I guess. Anyways.
Anyway, I had my forensics team look into it, and they were able to find the exact location where this allegedly took place by photo matching the tweet with the gray door handle and the sales labels. Then we cross-referenced it with the locations that we distribute to. It's a Fred Meyer, and I had someone go there.
First of all, goddamn, that's some Sherlock Holmes shit there. Secondly, I want you guys to keep this in mind as we go through this video. There's going to be an important little bit that I want to go over that brings this up once more.
Boom, exact match. Same door handle, same tag, same products even. But hold on, where is the FDA recall sign? Also, we can see the sales data. After Lunchly was recalled, it wasn't, but after that sign was posted, we continued to sell out all of the Lunchlys that hit the shelves in that store. So who put that fake sign up? Turns out it was an employee named who said this when we confronted him, and I quote, "That was like kind of rumorized, I guess, through around here, but we had seen a posting about that, but I was the one who had written that, but since we got Lunchly back, it's been taken down." When it comes down to the actual, like, I guess, accountability of it, it was a rumor that was up in the air. Since we had heard that the FDA whole thing was kaput, we took it down. Yeah, it was more of like yeah, it wasn't like anyway.
And this is when we get into the doxing part, because this guy censored his name and censored his face, well, his eyes, but didn't censor anything else. And I'll get into that as soon as this part of the video is over, and we'll get into the next bit after I get my statement through.
Hater or dumbass? I don't know, maybe both.
Or a genuine mistake. I'm getting too far ahead. That's saved for my later statement, as I said. Ugh.
Oh, and I also saw this video.
As of right now, it is believed that all of the Lunchlys are being discontinued in various stores.
Yeah, that's also not true. Turkey Stack'ems are not discontinued. Stores are selling them as we speak.
It might not be true that it's being discontinued in general. What can be true, though, is that stores can be discontinuing it because it's not selling in a certain store. That can be true, so that person could not be wrong. I'm just saying. So to say that is a little bit disingenuous, but you know, it is what it is.
And they're also still on Kroger's website, which would be crazy for an item that's discontinued. Hey, and look, I know some people are driving up to 130 miles just to find Lunchly, but please be patient as we try to ramp up production to meet the demand. But it's just crazy to me that we're a $4 lunch kit, and in the first 4 weeks, our headquarters had a bomb threat. The FBI has identified the individual. He's based in London, which is crazy because we don't even distribute there.
Yes, that is bad. I agree. I don't think people should be doing bomb threats. That's a bit extra.
A fabricated FDA recall that never happened. An attention-hungry little clout goblin.
Okay, I think that stops there for this video, and I want to say, no, don't call anyone an attention-seeking goblin when you're the same motherfucker who filmed a dead body hanging from a fucking tree. You have no room to speak about being an attention freak. Mr. I've done a lapse in my judgment, have an ass. But let's go ahead and talk about the doxing, of course, which is the main point of this video. Now, you might be asking, well, how could it be doxing when he's censored? Now, the issue is, let's say you could get the exact store from just a handlebar and a few other things. What's stopping you from getting someone's whole identity, from looking at their tattoos, their body, their whole figure? I mean, you see their whole figure except for their eyes. That's all you don't get to see. And their name. That's the only thing you don't get to see or hear. Okay? And to think that this is just an attack when this could have been a genuine mistake is baffling to me. You go in here expecting that this guy is just a attention-seeking store guy when all he could have done is make a mistake. That's what could have just happened, and which did just happen, which we'll see in this following clip with an interview with another YouTuber, Rosanna.
Are you able, can you walk us through what happened?
Yeah, so around the beginning of October, there was a listeria outbreak at a major chicken distributor. And so over the course of the beginning of October, there was numerous recalls issued for a bunch of different brands due to contaminated chicken. And I was the one that was put in charge of overseeing pulling the recalled items from the shelves and posting signs. I had finished a bunch of different products on the aisles near the Lunchly section. And as I was passing by, I noticed that it was completely empty and that there was this item is temporarily out of stock stickers. So I was curious because I had noticed that had been out for a while. And I walked up to my boss and asked, should I post a sign, do you think? And he's like, well, it's going to take me a sec because I'm super busy. I'm going to have to look for the sign, but I do believe that it was on the recall list. So you can go ahead and do that, and I will post, or I will find the actual recall notice and put it up. And if it's not, then I'll pull it down.
Not only was this a mistake, this wasn't even his choice. His boss told him, yes, go ahead and do this. He isn't one to be held accountable for this situation. Though, should I think that the boss should be getting all this? No, this is all just a mishap. This isn't something that someone should get fucking doxxed for. Like, come on.
And we're like, yeah, great. And, within a few days, we had been shipped new Lunchly products. So they had been stacked up and we pulled the sign down. Actually, I didn't even pull the sign down. Somebody else did. I came to work and saw it had been pulled down and they had been stocked. So I was like, oh, great, cool. More product to sell. Great. Then suddenly, out of the blue, I heard that somebody had taken a photo of this and posted it online. And I found this out by a Lunchly's representative that came into my work at like 9 at night and was asking me a bunch of really odd questions. And it was starting to get a little borderline harassing because I was in the back room and he followed me into the back room to ask me if I had known about numerous different people, specifically this other person named Casey, which I thought was strange because I was like, not all Caseys know each other. You know that, right? And so I was like, because he kept asking me about my Twitter presence, which is non-existent. I don't have a Twitter account. This guy asked me a bunch of questions regarding Lunchly, and then I brought him over to the Lunchly section for his request. And I was like, see, it actually still has some on the shelf here. And as you can see, there is which is funny because the photos that they sent showed that it was out of stock, even though there was one in stock when they were there. But in any case, there was no sign there. The sign had been pulled down, as I had told him. It had been pulled down within a few days. And that overall, it was a mistake that I made in the process of recalls. However, it was an approved mistake through my manager.
Now, I am curious on how Logan Paul didn't get notified that this wasn't even the employee's choice to put this up, that it was the boss's choice to be like, yes, put that up. I do want to know how that didn't circulate to Logan Paul, but, because he wanted to go all quotes in, quotes out situation, so they must have had something noted that it wasn't even him that decided to put this up. This was the boss, but, like I said, I don't know what happened, so this is a situation he said, she said kind of thing.
And when it came down to it, we both shared repercussions in the whole thing.
What were the repercussions that happened to you after the Lunchly rep left?
So I had my 2 days off because he came in on my Friday, to which I prepared for Halloween as normal, as everything is planned. Out of the blue, this video just suddenly hits me, and I show up to it had been seen by everybody at work. So everybody already knew what was up, and everybody was acting like somebody had died around me, which I was like, guys, it's just some jerk on the internet. And like, basically they all kind of tiptoed around me, and then I got called into HR, or rather I had insisted talking to HR about it because I wanted to know if I was okay to work. And then she told me to return. I got called in, and then when it came to the conversation, they were very warm about it. They're like, look, we kind of have to suspend you just because we don't know what else to do. This has never happened in the entirety of the company's history, and we're trying to mitigate your suffering when it comes to the community, because there are people who have seen this and will recognize you. Even though I shaved my beard, and even though I was wearing a beanie pretty low over my face and everything, it still wasn't enough. And I stand by my company's decision, because ultimately they are doing damage control. Their name was thrown under the bus too. The Fred Meyer name, which I trusted pretty much my entire life, is suddenly under fire as well.
So guy ends up getting suspended leave, going ahead and not getting paid for it, which, if you guys want to see this full clip of the interview, I'll have it linked down in bio, and then you can make your decision to go to the GoFundMe thing. I won't have that directly linked because I think you guys should watch the full interview before going ahead and doing that. In the end, this is a crappy thing Logan Paul did. Do I agree? Yes, he should be able to protect his brand and everything. I agree with that. But what I don't agree with is doxing and then making fun of a person that did an honest-to-God mistake and shouldn't have been held up to the internet to be laughed at and made fun of. Which, the guy is autistic, and making fun of his own speech is just like, wow, okay, fuck you too, okay? If you want to be this almighty kind of guy, this, like, proper business guy, you don't just do this. But, this is Logan Paul we're talking about. This is the same guy that did all those things in his past. So I'm not really shocked. But, let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and whether or not I am wrong. I'm curious on what you guys think as well. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and hope you guys have a better day than me. I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye-bye.